Welcome to part 18 of Marvel Ultimate Alliance, ladies and gentlemen, and we are in the Crimson Dynamo comic book missions. And I meant to say we were going to Doctor Doom's castle in part 19, not Asgard. That's like way a long ways from now. But nonetheless, folks, this particular mission, again, is supposedly one of the prerequisites for, quote-unquote, unlocking a glitch that would get you to be able to play as Moon Knight and Crimson Dynamo. Moon Knight and Colossus. Yeah, no, you fight Crimson Dynamo in this part. So that's pretty much what Black Widow is describing. The fact that you have to hunt down Crimson Dynamo and whip his ass within 20 minutes. And you're gonna have to do this with a good number of points.
Sure.
Again, I'm using a different save state.
Sure.
That is fresh off of beating Mephisto's realm, so you see all of my characters strong. That's probably why. You want to know why that it's like this? Mephisto's realm is one of the best places to grind. Jesus Christ, there is a lot of enemies there, and let me assure you, the more enemies that are there, the more grinding you're going to do, and it is ridiculous. This swarming that you see is basically the whole gist of Mephisto's realm, until that is you actually like get the prerequisites and stuff like that. Thing actually is at the level that he has a momentum meter, and so does the Invisible Woman and also Mr. Fantastic. And yes, I'm keeping Black Spider-Man because the next level, and I think there is an actual battle in the next level that I'm going to be making sure that I have Spider-Man in the black outfit for, because it's actually funny. And let's be honest, folks, it's a long-living meme. You'll see when we get there. Plus, we have Loki trolls, Clay Guardians, Shaolin monks, and the thing causing a earthquake that's so powerful that it kills off a lot of enemies, or at least do a number on them. Primarily, I'm grinding for points, and that's pretty much what you gotta do in order for to actually beat these. You gotta be at least level 15 or higher to do these missions, because Wolverine's is by far the hardest comic book mission. I don't think you're supposed to do him solo. You're supposed to actually have people with him. Yeah, I think you're supposed to have people to fight along characters, so at least it'll make it easier. But, when you take on these comic book missions, if you have a team, just completely haul off and destroy everything that comes your way. You're just going to heal up all the damage. And if you have enough to gain momentum, then that's more damage and more focus is going to be restored. And remember, folks, you have powers. Use them. That probably would be a practice with the priest thing for me, because of the fact that, yeah, Mysterio still kicked my ass a couple of parts ago. If I wasn't mistaken, part 7. Yeah, part 7 where I got my ass severely handed to me by Mysterio. Or was it part 6? Yeah, it was actually part 6. That was kind of embarrassing, and yeah, I have to apologize because, yeah, I got caught off guard. And speaking of getting caught off guard, boom! Every last one of them caught off guard. Fantastic. The whole gist is, fight, gain points, and get up to the highest level that you can, find the enemy, destroy him, and after that, do so within the allotted time, and then after that, you should be gaining a lot of points. Thing is, for the comic book missions, I'm not sure if you can do this solo. I mean, I'm not sure if you have to do this solo or not. More than likely, you do. Think about these comic book missions. If you do complete them for a lot of characters, you're gonna have them to gain not only extra costumes, but also you'll have to gain certain attribute abilities and also a lot of experience. So yeah, bear that in mind. You can actually bring some teammates onto the comic book missions. I know they're supposed to be hard, but creating teams, especially at level 14 or higher, would actually make the comic book missions a hell of a lot more bearable. And even if they're at low level, they'll be at high level when we're finished with them, because all the enemies will be dropping experience points. It'll be insane. And once you play it enough to get to level 14, well, let's just say that you at least will have something to work with. And I got another momentum move. And by the way, these Loki trolls, make sure you steal their plugs from them and beat them with it. And be careful, because you could fall right. One of your teammates can fall right off the bridge. There's no save points. There's nothing you can save with. All you have to do is just win. That's it. You lose, well, you're gonna have to start all this all over again. But you do keep the money and experience. That is a thing. Yeah, you keep the money, you keep the experience. You also keep the well, you don't keep the points though, but you keep the money, the experience, and you also keep the attribute points that you have unlocked from leveling. So you'll end up with better skills that you can come into battle with. So at least there's that. Oh, and yes, you can throw most of the enemies off of the bridge here in this particular one. This is the only important one that I really need to show off, because once you find this, you will be grinding here a lot with every single character. That would probably explain why my characters are so goddamn strong, aside from coming from Mephisto's realm. So, yeah. That's just a whole lot of beatdown. Again, comic book missions will definitely help your teammates. If you find them, by all means, go to them if you want to. But I recommend you be at level 14 first. And it'll come to a point where the enemies will stop coming. Which, by the way, that would mean that you're near a boss. But whatever the case, folks, I'm, again, just beating up to where you get to 30-something, 40, I think it's 60,000, yes. 60,000 is the goal. You don't get anything from this. Well, on the PlayStation 2. The second gen, sorry, 6th gen and 7th gen consoles, that's what I meant to say, that actually has this mission, what you do get is Moon Knight on some consoles, Colossus on another. That's it. Oh yeah, and you can break down the doors too. I just saw Spider-Man going by. That's hilarious. The ragdoll physics is hilarious here. And I definitely did the right thing of bringing Mr. Fantastic. At least he needs to redeem himself from being burnt alive by Fin Fang Food. Yeah, seriously, bro. You didn't need to have to be burned alive, after all. Then again, that one aim enemy knocked him into the fire, so... that also was the aim enemy's fault. Nonetheless, we just keep on fighting, and if we find some rare items, pick them up. I'm pretty sure there are some, at least. And also, make sure you check every single barrel, because there are some coins in them. And coins will actually help you level up your characters, or more importantly, make their techniques stronger once they reach a certain level. And I do believe the max level is level 30. I found that out the hard way in Mephisto's realm. So, yeah. We just here beating up things, and from the looks of it, we're almost at the goal point. We just need to keep on beating up things until we actually get to the gold requirement, and then we're gonna find Crimson Dynamo and kick his ass. because he's long overdue for another ass whooping. I mean, after all, we already beat his ass the first time. And then again, we remember he almost killed Dum Dum Dugan. Well, let's not forget about that, folks. But yes, these Loki trolls, they actually have their own weapons. And you can pick up those weapons, and you can beat up people with them. Oh, and by the way, there are going to be some enemies later on that will be holding weapons. You can take them from them, just like with the shields from the AIM soldiers, and you can use those weapons against them, which will make beating them a hell of a lot easier. So on that note, we're going to try to find the Crimson Dynamo. I don't think I see him. Where is he? Oh, we got more people. Oh, he's not here. Oh, come on! He's not here! What the hell? Normally he'd show up in the middle. Did I not beat up enough people? That's strange. That never happened to me before. Maybe it crashed. Oh, wait, I see him, but wait, why didn't it activate? He's standing right there! Bruh! He's standing right there! Why didn't the boss fight activate? What the fuck? I'm not sure what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's kind of as baffling to you as it is to me, but the boss fight didn't activate. And I was literally right in front of the guy. Maybe there's something I missed. Maybe I missed a switch or something. I don't know, but when I saw Crimson Dynamo right then and there, that should have been the fight. Well, at least I'll just use this time to get some more not just experience points, sorry. We need some more points, so that way we'll be able to... Oh god. Sorry about that. We'll just get some more points, so we'll be able to get a gold once we beat Crimson Dynamo, because it won't take us that long to beat him. But seriously, though, why didn't it activate? Well, I'm just gonna go around beating things up, and for the most part, I'm going to make these guys suffer. And yeah, I think we've actually made it to the allotted point system that we need. So with that said, after I beat up a few more people, we're gonna head back over to Crimson Dynamo and hope to God that he can actually be activated this time around, because normally when you run into the guy, you're automatically thrusted into a fight, which is stupid that it didn't happen here. Why? See what I mean by glitched? Because that was supposed to be a fight that Colossus and Crimson Dynamo had. Be right back. Oh, now he acknowledges us. We were close enough for him to the fact where he could just trigger that. But no, we have to be directly in front of him? What the hell? Actually, no. As a matter of fact, we didn't have to do that before. We just had to be in the same room as Crimson Dynamo. But not this time around, I guess. There's not much to say except... well, that was just something. So we might as well just fight Crimson Dynamo. It's time for round 2 with Crimson Dynamo, and it's the same thing as round 1. No, seriously, the same fight. The only difference is, he actually throws the flashbangs a little bit faster than what he normally does. Other than that, he also has the orcs too. The orcs is basically the one thing that's going to make this fight a little bit more challenging, and also the clay fighters too. But once you get rid of all of them, and you're taking on the boss himself, well, you can't grapple him, obviously, then Crimson Dynamo will be just fine. Just block, and more importantly, land some critical hits that will cause him to drop some orbs. Other than that, this is pretty much the same exact thing. And if you're wondering why Crimson Dynamo is green, the Invisible Woman just poisoned Crimson Dynamo. Or was it blind? I'm I'm too privy, because normally when I see green, that means he's poisoned. So I'm pretty sure that he's either blind or poisoned, whichever one comes first. I mean, it may mean something else in this game. I'm not too privy on status effects. All I know is burn, and all I know is frozen. And also petrification because of Great Gargoyle. But nonetheless, all we need to do is just keep the beating going and keep beating him down until his life bar goes completely to 0. And by that time, it'll be way before the 20-minute mark. So yes, we would probably beat both the mission to where we have to defeat Crimson Dynamo, and more importantly, we will defeat the time limit also. So with that said, I think we're done here. And yeah, we completely plastered Crimson Dynamo for the second time. Only this time we don't have to worry about Dum Dum Dugan being in the way. So with that said, all the prerequisites are complete. And we only got experience from all the enemies that we beat up and all the coins that we got from the enemies that we beat up. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys in part 19 when we get started on our path to Dr. Doom's castle so we can save Nightcrawler and Jean Grey. See you guys next time.